What's up, Ranger fans? PR Mayhem back with a brand new video, and it's a very unique one today. So this week the Super 7 Wave 1 series of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures started shipping out, and this arrived at my doorstep today. It is the Super 7 Wave 1 series of the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. Now, I have the collection of Mighty Morphin Season 1 Zords from the Bandai Legacy collection, and I have always favoured the Dragon Zord battle mode formation when it comes to the Season 1 Zords. So I've got that displayed with that formation. But the Tyrannosaurus on his own from the Bandai Legacy series isn't all that impressive. And then this came out, and I thought to myself, well, now luckily I can have Dragon Zord in battle mode and an awesome looking Tyrannosaurus Dinozord on display together at the same time. And now actually this one's more in line with the actual size of Dragon Zord in battle mode, much like it was on the TV show. So today I'm going to be doing a full in-depth review, top to bottom, box art and everything else, of the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, courtesy of Super 7. So let's check this bad boy out. And here it is. So starting off here at the bottom, we've got the classic 90s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo with Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. Now, obviously in the last couple of days, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always trailer has dropped for the 30th anniversary with the updated version of this logo, which I think is amazing. It looks absolutely wonderful. So you've got the cardboard setting with the plastic insert. So you've got the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord here at the top with the detailing and the paintwork. Obviously momentarily I'll take it out of the box. You've got the tail with the ball joints, much like the Dragon Zord from the Legacy collection and pretty much every other collection in recent years. It comes with two sets of claws. So you've got sort of closed fist, and then I guess sort of like pincer style, and then you've got the sort of arched closed ones here. It comes with two miniature Red Rangers. Obviously it's missing some of the paint decals similar to the back of the 90s. So the hands on the hips, and it's calling for the Dinozord pose. And you've also got a Tyrannosaurus medallion that comes with it as well. On the reverse of the box, it gives you a breakdown. So you've got the shot there, the iconic shot from the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord from the show. And then a full breakdown of the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. I'm not going to bother reading it out if you guys wish to. Of course, you can pause this video here and check that out. Obviously, made in conjunction with Hasbro, with the Super 7 series. And you've got the Ultimate Edition at the top. Now, let's open up this bad boy. Now, normally I would just throw this little guy on the red sheet here, but obviously with him being primarily red, it's kind of too close. So let's just show you off the details. This thing, as far as the details go, is absolutely wonderful. So you've got the intricate detailing where you've got it actually creased down into the plastic with the bright blue eyes, along with, if I open his mouth up here a little bit wider, the two laser cannons that he would use on the TV show to, there's a bit of dirt there, to end a couple of enemies. So he ended like a giant and I'm drawing a blank. Who else did he beat on the show with that? He defeated the original version of the Hatchosaurus on the show with that. There are a few others. So again, you've got the intricate detailing as we go down here. So you've got the arch here where you've got, where typically they'd keep the Tyrannosaurus head when he turned into Megazord mode. Obviously, this is all one piece as far as not transforming. Then you've got the detailing on the arms as well. And I'll show you the articulation momentarily. I'm just going to give you an overview of the actual detailing first of the Zord. Then you've got the leg specs. As we go down here, again, all of that is actually deep into the recessed areas, so it's not just paint. Then you've got the T-Rex foot. What's funny is for quite a while in the Tokusatsu museum over in Japan, they had the T-Rex suit with the Dragonzord feet. If you want to check out a couple of images from there, it's quite funny. Although, well, strangely, the Dragonzord feet seem to fit it pretty well. So the same detailing on this side. Of course, you've got the T-Rex tail with the ball joints in each section. And you've even got detailing there on the underside of the Zord as well. Same on the back. So you've got the arch for the tail, keeping it in place. Now let's have a look at the articulation. So with the articulation on this thing, starting from the top, obviously, you've got the maneuverability of both the head and the jaw, which opens and closes. You've got a ball joint on the T-Rex head, much like the tail, so it's got a good maneuverability from side to side if you want to pose it in a particular way. For example, my Thunder Megazord, I've got standing at an angle with his head turned and arched upwards kind of thing. So then on the sides here, you've got multiple joints. So you've got the actual joint for the shoulder, for where it raises its arm. You've also got just here, where the I guess you'd call it the elbow of the tiny T-Rex. Again, you've got maneuverability for this one particular though. You've got side to side on the shoulder, and you've got up and down on the elbow. You haven't got the side swivel on the elbow though. Then with the claw, again, it's on a ball joint, so you can angle it in certain directions that you'd need to pose it in. Same on the other side, obviously. No difference here. Although this one is a little stiffer than the other side, or at least the elbow joint is. Then on the torso, so you've got the neck, which will go from side to side. Again, quite stiff, but you've also got the waist as well, and that will rotate completely all the way around. Don't know why you'd want it to do that or need to do that, but it does, just so you know. Then you go down to the legs, so you've got the joint just down here. So you've got maneuverability forward and backwards, and it does come out a little bit as far as like a hip joint, but not an awful lot. I'm also mindful that I don't want to push it any further than that, because you can see just under here, that's the limit at where it'll start rubbing off against the inside of the plastic. But the T-Rex was always sort of like arched in that position anyway. So there's a really good shot. Then you've got the knee joints just down here. And now these ones, there's next to no maneuverability in this one. I could potentially get a little bit more out of it, I think, because you've got just the underside here. So it does look like these legs should... Oh, this one does. So this one comes forwards and backwards. This one is a little bit more reluctant too. And I'm not going to force... Oh, there we go. Just need to loosen up a little bit. I'm not going to force it any further than that. But again, I'll primarily keep it in its traditional T-Rex position anyway. You've got the angle joints just here. So the lower parts, the shins, swivel from side to side and slightly up and down without moving the entire thing forwards and backwards. Same on the other side. And again, you've got forward and backwards pivots on the ankles. I will say it's a shame that the ankles don't have ball joints, purely because for positioning him and sort of angling him in a particular pose, a ball joint down there would have been really helpful. But that's the only joint issue that I've seen on this thing. Then you've got the T-Rex tail, like I said, similar to the Bandai Dragonzord and most other Dragonzords this day and age. So you've got the maneuverability, so you can bend the tail at a certain angle if you need to fit it into a certain pose, or if you want it to sort of like swivel in one direction then end up in another one, or if you want the whole thing to just go sort of vertical like that, a bit like the Dragonzord, you can do that as well. Obviously, when you're maneuvering this thing and posing it, you do have to bear in mind the weight as well. It's quite a hefty thing, and occasionally, now I've not experienced this yet, but I have to assume that the tail can potentially throw this thing off. So yeah, those are all of the joints of the new Super 7 Wave 1 Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. And one other aspect I'm just going to go over briefly is the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord power coin. Ironically, or strangely, or I guess uniquely, it's gold plated with the shaded weathered background like Zyuranger, which the coins on the show didn't have until they started bringing Rangers back and they started using like legacy products and stuff. But on the back, it actually has the Zyuranger emblem, which I thought was quite unique. So no real function to this, or function for this, but just a cool piece. So that's it, guys. There's the Wave 1 of the Super 7 series with the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. Very happy with it. Very pleased with it. Glad I managed to grab one. And I think I'm pretty early getting it. I know a lot of people who have ordered this thing and it hasn't arrived yet. So, mind you, I jumped on it pretty much as soon as it went on pre-sale. I personally, by the way, ordered it from Super 7 themselves, if anyone's wondering. But I know a lot of other retailers are getting them in stock within the next week or two. So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think in the comments of the Super 7 T-Rex Dinozord. And I will catch you as always next time.